Buenos dias and welcome to MythBusters, French edition. Today we will be debunking 5 age-old myths. Alright, so the first myth we're gonna be testing is oh crap. Oh, hang on, no wait, I remember. First myth we're gonna be testing is to see whether or not yawning really is as contagious as some nanovirus. Secondly, we'll be testing to see if a lighter really does explode when thrown against the ground. The third myth we will be testing is whether or not Coke and Pepsi will explode with Mentos just like Diet Coke. Oh crap. This isn't Coke! The fourth myth that we'll be testing is whether or not a Q-tip soaked in earwax will actually light on fire. Crap! This isn't a Q-tip and that's not earwax! The fifth myth that we'll be testing today is to see whether or not a black cat really is bad luck. Crap! This isn't a black cat! Alright, so the myth that we're going to be testing first is to find out whether or not yawning is contagious. Can't remember. Are you no? Okay. Well, we're going to find out. So, we're going to test multiple social situations all over town and see if people yawn after our guys yawn. We'll find out. Alright, so, we tried it, and some of the yawning was contagious, some of it wasn't, so I think it's hit or miss. Now, the reason that yawning is hang on. The reason that yawning is contagious is because your brain wants to cool down all of the excess energy that it's developed. And so, when you yawn, you are oxygenating your brain and then releasing all of that excess heat. And when you do that, you remind other people's brains because it's a subconscious process to yawn as well. So that's pretty much why it works that way. Alright, so the next myth that we're going to be testing is to see whether or not regular Coke and then Pepsi and then Diet Pepsi will explode with Mentos the same way that Diet Coke does. So we're going to do those one at a time and then have a special test at the end.
Oh, this is the... Holy sh**.
Alright, so we tried Diet Coke. Honestly though, what did you expect? It exploded. I don't even know. Let's try something fun.
Wow, you suck.
So, we tried it with regular Coke, and it worked, kinda. It was just like a letdown. Starting to get sick of these letdowns.
Oh, I am so confused.
Alright, so, we tried the Pepsi, and it did nothing. It was, I don't know, it was a waste of good Pepsi. And I'm a Coke guy, so the fact that I thought that was a waste is saying something. Plus all the Mentos.
The cutest cat ever. Another reenactment of my sex.
We tried Diet Pepsi. It exploded a little bit more than the regular Pepsi and the regular Coke, but it still was nothing compared to the Diet Coke. So I think it's safe to say that this myth is busted. Diet Coke is the best, but the others still kinda work. Whatever, I just want some Mentos. Alright, so it looks to be an exciting day in sports history. We are going to be placing Mentos into Zane's mouth. Alright, and it's in there. Oh, what a terrible thing. You know what, guys? We need to recap that. Let's watch that in the instant.
Shove that in there.
Oh no. Okay, they're doing it. Oh, and that is so intense. Oh, there's the second one. All right, guys. Well, I think it's safe to say this was intense.
Excellent.
So, the myth that we're going to be testing now is to find out whether or not throwing a lighter on the ground will really make it explode. Personally, I'm pretty excited about this because, I mean, let's face it, it's an explosion. It's flames. I'm excited.
Being at the ground.
Ah! Oh, good lord.
So, like, what? It exploded, but there weren't flames. Personally, I'm upset. I'm sure Michael Bay would be upset. But, I mean, I guess we proved it's true, though. It really does explode. It's just completely and totally lame. Okay, so the next myth we're going to be testing is to see whether or not black cats really do cause bad luck. So we're going to put some people in an enclosed situation and see what happens. If the cat, I mean, I don't know. We'll find out. It's going to be crazy. I can't believe this. Nothing happened. Like, I swear, man. There's no evidence for this. I don't even know where that myth came from. I think it's safe to say this is busted. Okay, so the myth that we're going to be testing now is whether or not earwax will burn if you put it on a Q-tip. So, just to start off, we're going to have like a test. So we're going to burn a Q-tip without earwax on it. And then we'll go from there.
Steady burn. Okay. Ooh. Very interesting.
Okay, let's do the next. Let's do the next.
Okay, so it burned okay, but we still haven't put earwax on there. So we're gonna put earwax on it and see how well it burns this time.
So. Dude, it's like a protective coating. That smells horrible. You see it? It's literally.
Okay, so like we tried the earwax, just a little bit of earwax, and it burned pretty high when we actually had the match under it, but then when we let go it just like burned out. So, I don't know. Let's try it with more wax, I guess. Alright, so that one worked okay. Honestly, still burned high, but didn't burn for very long. So we're gonna try this one more time. But, like, this time, we're gonna add so much grody wax.
You're sizzling. Let's try this. Have the wax at the bottom. It's interesting.
So like that time, we had so much wax on there, but it like didn't catch on fire. Cause like there was just so much wax that it was just boiling. So I think it's safe to say, officially, the earwax will usually burn, but it won't burn for very long. So I'd say this. Thank you for watching MythBusters French edition. If you challenge any of the facts presented in this video, please understand I am French and I will surrender. I give up.